my channel, and thank you so much for watching. For today's makeup look, I wanted to do kind of like a last minute Thanksgiving makeup look. I did already film a more glamorous version for Thanksgiving back in the beginning of November, but for today I wanted to do something kind of last minute just in case something came up and maybe you didn't have any plans and now you have a dinner to attend and you have no idea what to do with your makeup. This is something that you definitely can do. I use very basic eyeshadows, and eyeshadows that you guys have seen me use over and over again here on my channel. I know a lot of you guys have gone out and bought some of the shadows that I have recommended, so even if you did not go out and buy some of the shadows that I use, you will most likely have shades like this in your collection because they are typical browns and blacks, and that's it. I didn't do anything too fancy. I wanted to do something that anybody can do with what they had at home. It's very last minute, so yeah, I want to wish you guys a very happy and yummy Thanksgiving with your family and your loved ones. I am so thankful this year for you guys. You guys have changed my life. It's just been such an amazing journey here on YouTube, and I am so excited because I have made so many good friends and I have connected with so many of you guys, and I am just so incredibly thankful for the whole YouTube opportunity. And I'll be thinking about you guys on Thanksgiving. And yeah, so I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Bye. Alrighty, you guys, let's do this. So I started off with my eyelids already primed, and then I'm going to take the color Blanc by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this all over the lid, and this is going to help set the concealer, and it's also going to make the brown eyeshadows we're going to be applying later on kind of pop. Now I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape and I'm going to be applying this to the outer corners of my eyes, and this is going to make it super easy to do this particular look, and it's also going to give us a super sharp edge, which I love when doing smoky winged liner looks like this one. The first color I'm going to take is Corrupt by Makeup Geek, which is a black eyeshadow. For this particular look, we're going to be working from darkest to lightest instead of lightest to darkest like I usually do, so this is going to be a little bit different. What I'm pretty much doing is I'm taking Corrupt and I'm going to just run it through that tape, kind of like creating a winged liner, but instead of using a liquid or a gel, we're just going to be using an eyeshadow, and I'm going to be bringing it in about a little bit more than halfway through the lid. Then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Americano, which is a little bit darker than Mocha, but if you have Mocha, it will work too. So what I do with Americano is I take it with a Sigma E40, which is a tapered blending brush, and I'm going to run this right on top of where we applied that black eyeshadow, and this is just going to blend it out and smoke it out. And I'm also going to concentrate the color in the outer corner, and I'm not going to bring it too high up on the crease, and making sure to stay below the crease in the outer corners. So as you guys can see, I am just blending out Corrupt, and just take your time blending. I think that is the key to this look. Just blend, blend, blend. So now I'm going to take Creme Brulee with a Sigma E35, which is another tapered blending brush, but it's a little bit fluffier than the E40, and I'm going to use this and I'm going to put this all over my crease, and this is going to bring everything together. It's going to blend Americano in, and it's going to just make everything look like it's flowing together. So you can definitely go crazy with this look. Just make sure that you stay away from the inner corner because that's where you want the brightness to be. So just blend away, and I did spend a lot of time in the outer corner because I wanted everything to be super seamless. So now I'm going to take Cherry Cola, and I'm going to just put this again in the same area where I applied Americano. I wanted my look to have more of a red tint, so to apply it I am using the Sigma E35, which is a super amazing blending brush. I love this blending brush, and I'm just going to put this right there where I applied Mocha, and this is just again going to bring everything together. It's going to blend everything out. It's going to make everything flow. As you guys can see, it's going from a dark black, well obviously from a black, to a really light brown. So I kind of felt like I lost the intensity of Corrupt, so I'm taking a smaller brush with Corrupt again, and I'm going to repeat the same step. I'm pretty much just following that tape and I'm going to bring it in, but I'm not going to make it too thick. I'm not going to bring it up too much. I just want it to be really close to the lash line, but I am going to bring it into the outer corner just a little bit for a little bit more dimension, which you guys will see later also what I do. But for now, just keep it pretty low and just as close as possible to the lower lash line. If what I'm saying makes no sense, just watch what I'm doing and I promise you guys it will come together. It's a super easy look. It just takes a little bit of blending, but other than that, it is really simple. So I'm going to go back in with a brush I used Mocha on, and I'm just going to blend out the outer edges, and I'm also going to go in with a brush I used Creme Brulee on, and again, just blend everything out. So I went in with a little bit more of Blanc, and I applied that to the inner corners just to really make that inner corner pop and intensify it. You can also do a shimmer if you would like, but I wanted to keep everything on the matte side. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a gel liner. This is the one by L'Oreal, and I'm going to be creating a super thin winged liner. I don't want to do anything too thick because that will take away from the look and the gradient effect we have going on. So make sure you keep it pretty close to the lower lash line. All you want is a very thin line. Then you just want to go ahead and remove your tape. The tape will help you a lot, especially in creating that super precise and intense line. But sometimes it's not perfect and the tape does move. So I always like to go back in with a makeup wipe just to really make the outer corners super sharp and also just to clean up any of the excess that may have fallen down to the cheeks. I love doing this step, and even if I'm wearing the most natural makeup look, I will always go in with a makeup wipe just to clean off any of the excess. So I did go ahead and apply a little bit more black eyeshadow in the outer corner, and I went back in and I blended everything out some more. The key to this look is blending. It's super easy to do, but you do have to spend some time blending. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara to prepare for false lashes. This mascara is a sample I got from Sephora from the Beauty Insider. It's like a 500-point box. I think it's the one by YSL, but any mascara will work because we're going to be covering our lashes anyways. This is how your eye makeup should look. I did use the Cocoa Lashes in the style Goddess. So moving on to the face. For primer, I did use one by YSL. This is one of their newest primers, and I do have a sample that came in the same box the mascara came in with. I specifically got the box just for the primer because I've been dying to try it out, but I couldn't find myself paying the 80 bucks for the primer because I think it's like 60 or 80 bucks for the full size, which is so crazy. But anyways, I went ahead and I applied the MAC Select Sheer Cover Up in NW25 to my under eyes and also in any blemish because my under eyes have been super bad recently and I have been having a couple of blemishes. So I just apply this to make my face super full coverage. For foundation, I did mix in the Hourglass Veil foundation with the NARS All Day Luminous Realist Foundation. So I mixed both of those together because I really wanted to go for a dewy look, and I did use my damp beauty blender to apply it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I will have my brow tutorial linked down below. It's always down below. I always skip it in the tutorials because it takes me forever to do my brows. So anyways, moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the Kevyn Aucoin Essential Skin Enhancer to conceal my under eyes. And I did take it up a little bit on the nose just to kind of make my nose look a little bit smaller. And I also take it to my Cupid's bow just to brighten the whole entire area. I'm going to be blending it out with a damp beauty blender. And you really want to make sure that you spend a good amount of time blending, especially if you're going to be using such a creamy concealer like this one, because it will crease on you if you don't blend it out properly and remove a lot of the products. So make sure that you blend some more. So I went in with MAC's Light Boost pen, and I'm going to apply some to the chin, down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, up in the forehead, and I'm also going to apply a little bit under the eyes because I really wanted to have my face really bright and pretty. I feel like it looks so pretty with red lips when your face looks kind of bright. So I did apply that, and I did go ahead and blend it out with the same damp beauty blender. To set everything, you guys know I love the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Light, and I do set it with my beauty blender. I do have a foundation routine video that I recently did where I explained the reason why I use my damp sponge to set the under eyes. I personally love to do it. I feel like it gives me such a flawless finish that ever since I tried it, I cannot stop doing it. So I'm also going to set the forehead and any of the areas where I went ahead and applied concealer. So now I'm going to go ahead and warm up the skin. I'm going to be taking the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This is the one that's matte, not the one that has shimmer. A lot of people don't like this bronzer because it can make you look a little bit too orange if you're really fair. But if you have my complexion, I think this will work for you. I personally love it. It's one of my favorite bronzers ever. The same damp beauty blender, I went in with some of the e.l.f. translucent setting powder, and I applied this under the contour or under the bronzer, and this is just going to make everything a lot neater, more precise, and it's also going to slim down your face a little bit. So for blush, I went in with an oldie but a goodie. I used NARS Orgasm Blush, and then I first went in with ColorPop Summer Loving Highlight. I believe this was a limited edition highlight, but you do not have to use 2 highlights. I just kind of wanted to have that super glowy skin. So I topped it off with the Mary Luminizer, and I used a fan brush to apply the Mary Luminizer because I feel like I get less product. And you guys know I tend to get carried away with my highlights. So the fan brush definitely comes in handy. So I went ahead with the Sigma F35, and I wiped off the powder, and I also kind of blended it up towards the nose because my foundation tends to crease around the nostrils. So by blending the powder up, you're kind of just going to set everything in place. So for the lower lash line, I first line my waterline with Costa Riche eyeliner by MAC. You can also do a black for a more smokier effect, but I wanted to keep it kind of simple, so I went with a brown. And then I used a mixture of Americano and Cherry Cola, and I applied that to the lower lash line with a flat definer brush. I did not smoke it out. I simply just applied that under the lower lash line, and I also applied some mascara. So moving on to the lips, I am first lining my lips with MAC's Red Lip Pencil. This is one of my favorite shades of red that I own. I did line my lips, and I also filled them in with this lip pencil, and then I topped everything off with the Amrezy liquid lipstick in the shade Brooklyn. I did apply a couple of layers of this color because I felt like it kept cracking on me, and I'm not sure if I should have applied a lip balm under it or if it's just, I'm not sure, but I did go ahead and apply a couple of layers. So yeah, once you have done that, you are pretty much done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video.